Before you make your next call, take a moment to review a few privacy settings on your Android phone. Some permission may allow the phone app to access information you may not want to share, such as your location, photos, or usage data. In this video, we'll check those settings together and disable any permission that aren't necessary. First, swipe up on your home screen and open the settings page. Then tap on apps. Scroll down and find the phone app or use the search bar to easily find the phone app. Once you found them, tap to open it. Once you are here, you might be surprised to see how many permissions are enabled. First, scroll down and look for the option called Change System Settings. This may be turned on by default, which allow the phone app to modify certain system settings on your device. Personally, I prefer to keep control over my phone system settings, so I recommended turning this option off if you don't need it. Next, go back to the permission. Here you will see that the phone app may have access to several types of information, including calls, log, contacts, and location. Now tap the three dots in the top right corner and select all permission. This will show you even more permissions, such as the ability to read or modify your contact, view network connection, and have full network access. But if you mainly use the phone app to make and receive call, it may not access to all of this permission. So let's go through them and turn off anything you don't actually need. Call logs are usually useful because they allows you to see who has called you. Contacts are also important because you need them to call people from your contact list and identify incoming calls. However, I personally don't need location access for my phone app, so you can set this permission to don't allow. If you don't need location based feature, notification can usually stay enabled because they are useful for incoming call and other alert. Similarly, phone access is an essential permission for the app to function properly. However, permissions such as photos and videos are generally not necessary for a basic phone app, so you can set this permission to don't allow as well. Next, you will see the SMS permission. Whether you should keep this enabled depends on your phone model and whether you want to use SMS related features through the phone app. If you disable these permissions, some feature may not work properly, so you can choose to keep it enabled or disable based on your needs. You may also see permission for music and audio or other types of access. If you find any permission that aren't necessary for the phone app to work, you can turn them off and keep only the one you actually need. Now let's check a few more settings. So return to your home screen, open the phone app, then tap on the three dots more icon in the top right corner. After that, go to settings. If your phone has an option called caller ID and spam protection, you can check those settings. If this feature is available and turned off, you may miss out on tools that can help identify or block spam and scam calls. You can turn this feature on, and if available on your device, select the option to block spam and scam calls. Keep in mind that this feature may not be available on every Android phone or in every region, so don't worry if you don't see it on your device. Next, go back to the previous menu and look for the record calls option. If you record phone calls, you may have recording stored on your device. If you don't want to keep this recording forever, check whether your phone offers an option to automatically delete them after a certain period of time. You can also manually delete recording you no longer need. Finally, it's good idea to check whether your calls are being forwarded to another number. To do this, look for the call forwarding option in your phone app settings depending on your phone and mobile carrier. You may also be able to check call forwarding using a specific MMI codes. If you notice that call forwarding is enabled and you did not turn it on yourself, you should consider disabling it. The step for turning off call forwarding can vary depending on your phone and mobile carrier, so follow your carrier's instruction if necessary. After checking and adjusting these settings, you can go back to using your phone as usual and make call from your keypad, contact, or whenever you normally place a call. Thanks for watching.